So France has had one team dominating for all these past years. The big team in Paris. Yes, that's right. It's PSG. PSG wins the league pretty much every single year. Nobody can compete with them. They're the best in France and also in Paris. But that's about to change because there's another team in Paris that's not as big, but they're on the rise, and that's Paris FC. They actually used to be bigger than PSG but fell off many years ago, but now they're slowly coming back and they've called me up to finish the job. Yes, that's right. The board has called in the best manager in the world and signed a contract with me. They've given me 5 years to complete their objectives, and their objective is as follows. They want me to win the league in 5 years so that they can officially become the best team in Paris again. But every single season, we have to buy 3 players, but also sell 3 players. That might sound too difficult at first, but the board has given me a mystery wheel, one that can help us achieve this goal faster, but it can also do the opposite and punish us, so that we don't get this challenge completed as easily, but we have to spin this wheel at the start of every single season, and hopefully by the 5th season we actually win the league and become the best in France. But anyways, this is our starting team, and it's not even that bad considering Paris just got promoted last season. But our starting budget is 23 million, so not a lot to work with. But before we sell 3 players, let's spin the wheel and see what it gives us. And for the first spin, no way we actually get some help. We get 1 free signing, which means that one of our 3 signings can literally be anyone in the world. That's huge. That's amazing to start off with. But first we need to sell 3 players, and I think we need to focus on getting a bit better on defense. So let's just see who we can sell in this first season. First we get an offer for our striker Crasso, which I will accept. And there we go. Already our first player from the team sold. Crasso is leaving for 3 million. We get an offer for our bench center back, and he gets yet another offer which we also accept, and he does leave for 600 grand, which we can round up to 1 million. We now also get an offer for our striker Gori, which I will accept. And there he goes also. That's now our third and final player leaving us, and he goes for 1 million. So we have a total of 28 million to spend on 2 players, because the third one will be free, but let's see who we can get. So for the first player I've decided to buy is actually the French defender, Bfordlancer. He's 75 rated and has 87 potential, which is crazy good, and he only costs us 13 million. The second player I'm going with is Vandenberg for our last 15 million, and he has a potential of 84. And for our free signing, I can sign anyone in the world. And I've chosen to go for Mbappe. Yes, that's right. I'm bringing him back to France and even back to Paris, but this time he'll be playing for Paris FC. This will be his villain arc against PSG. He will be here to take over France again, and he will follow our journey from the very start. Look at this team already. It's so good, and we're only in the first season. I can feel us coming for that League 1 title. But for the first season, let's just focus on not getting relegated back down to the 2nd division. Should be pretty easy, but let's just see. So we're now officially at the end of the first season. And remember, 400,000 before the end of year, and I'll do a face reveal. Anyways, let's see how Paris FC did, and they got 13th. You know what? For the first season, that's all right. At least we didn't get relegated. Our team looks good for the 2nd season. A lot of players are growing, but there's also some players dropping in rating, so it's not that good. We have a budget of 40 million for this season, but before we get to the selling and signing part, let's spin the mystery wheel to see what we land on this season. And oh no, we get remove goalkeeper, so we have to release our starting goalkeeper, which is Kevin Trapp, and it's actually not even that bad because he was getting old anyways. But we do need to find a replacement. But first, let's sell 3 players, and our first player sold is our left back Desmer, who's going to leave us for 2 million. We then also lose Camara for around 2 million as well. And last player I've decided to sell is actually Jonathan Icone, and he's going for 7 million, which is a decent amount, so we have 51 million in total this season to spend. And yeah, we need a goalkeeper, center, mid, and left back, so let's see who we can get. So for our first signing, I've actually decided to go with the Moroccan goalkeeper Bounou. Yes, I know he's very old and will drop in rating, but he's very good for now and will be for a few years. And he only cost us 3 million, which is extremely cheap. For the left back, I've gone with Patrick Dorgu for only 20 million, which then leaves us with 28 million for one final player, which I will spend on the PSG midfielder, Seni Mayalou. Yes, I'm taking a player from our biggest rivals to weaken them and make us stronger. He's a wonderful talent and only ended up costing us 28 million, which is still a lot actually. Our team is genuinely slowly improving and improving season by season. This is getting really good, but there's nothing more to do for this second season other than to just simulate it and see how we do, and we're now at the end of the second season. How will they do here? And oh my days, they've actually gotten third already in only the second season? That's amazing. It's really looking good for us. So our team for the third season keeps on looking good. It looks like it's growing very well for the most part, but there's definitely some positions that still needs upgrades if we want to become the best in France. This season we get a budget of 58 million, but before we do anything with that, let's spin the wheel and see what we land on. Oh no, we get a punishment again. This time is minus 50% of our budget, so our budget of 58 million now goes down to only 29 million. Yeah, that's that's not ideal. So we really need to be strategic. I still think I'll try to get a better right back and center midfielder, and maybe try to replace Bunu again. But let's see what we can do. We first of all get an offer for Cafaro, which I will actually accept. We also get an offer for our bench midfielder Doucet, which I'll also accept. And there goes our first player. It's Cafaro leaving us for 3 million. I've now also sold our second player, and it's actually our newly signed Bunu. Yes, I know, I just signed him, but I've sold him off for 4 million, and now our final player is leaving us as well, and it's Alila going for around 3 million. So we still get around 39 million to spend, which isn't even that bad. So let's go and spend it. So first player I've decided to buy is actually Di Lorenzo for right back. Yes, I know he's old, it's just more of a temporary option for now, but he cost us 12 million. I then got a replacement in goal, which is David De Gea. He's better than Bunu, and he cost the exact same. So that's a huge deal. But that leaves us with 23 million, which I have used all on one good midfielder, the former Barcelona star, Riqui Puig. I'm bringing him back to Europe for our last 23 million. Okay, even with only half our budget, we've really managed to improve the team with a good amount again. It just shows how great of a manager I am. Yes, I know I self-glaze a lot, but can you blame me? Anyways, let's simulate the third season and see how Paris does now. So we're at the end of the fourth season. Have we actually done better than third? Oh my god, we've already won the league in only 3 seasons. I might just be the best of all time. We even won the Coupe de France, beating PSG in the final as well. But there's still one trophy that we haven't won yet, and that's the Champions League. PSG actually won that. So we've completed our main objective, which was being the best in France. But to truly be the best, we also need the Champions League. So we're diverting the mission and going for the Champions League in these last 2 seasons. So let's see if we can also get that. Our team does look good, but I didn't expect them to be the best like this in France already. But I still think we can improve it by getting some better wingers and a better center mid. We get 68 million after last season, but let's spin the wheel of mystery and see what we land on for this season. And no way, let's go. Double budget. So after getting half budget last season, we now get double budget this season. So our budget of 68 million now goes up to 136 million, which is insane. But first we need to sell 3 players, so let's just see who can get off this team. And the first player sold is Doucet for around 1 million. We've also sold Guai for only 500 grand, which will round up to 1 million. And the last player going is Mbao for 3 million. So 141 million is what we get. That's incredible. Let's just get to shopping. So the first player I've gone with is the greatest footballer to ever touch a football. And that's of course Antony. He will be our new star player, even outshining Mbappe. And he cost us only 40 million, which is a steal for him. I've then actually gone with Jeremy Doku for left wing. He was a little more expensive at 66 million, but that leaves us with 35 million for one final player. I actually won't be buying a midfielder, but instead a right back, Ben White. He will be our final signing for this season 4. Okay, now it looks like we're actually ready to compete in the Champions League as well. Maybe not enough to win it yet. You never know. So let's just simulate the 4th season and see. So we're at the end of this 4th season. Let's see if we've done good. Oh no, we're back to 3rd place now. And we couldn't win the Champions League. In fact, we couldn't even make it through the league stage. That's really bad. But we're in the 5th and final season. Our team does look incredible, but apparently not enough to win the Champions League. So we definitely need to improve it. And we get 97 million for that this season. So still a very good amount. But first, let's spin the wheel of mystery and see what we get now. Okay, we land on another punishment, but it's to sign a player over 35 years old. So not the worst, but it is a little annoying. But let's first see which 3 players we can sell from the team. The first player sold is Chergui for 1 million. We've also sold Sissoko for another million. And the last player going is our bench right back for 6 million. So the first player I've decided to buy is actually Courtois. He will be our signing over 35 as he is 37 years old by now, and he cost us 10 million. I've then also gone with Matty Cash as a bench fullback for 9 million, which leaves us with 86 million for one final signing, and it will all be spent on the Arsenal midfielder Declan Rice. And wow, what a team we've built. It's genuinely so good. It's incredible. I'm almost getting emotional just looking at it because it's that great. Let's put the emotions aside because we have a mission, and that's the Champions League. So let's simulate the 5th and final season to see if we can do it. We're at the end of the very final season now. Can we do it? We still got 3rd, but more importantly, did we win the Champions League? No, we still couldn't. We actually lost in the round of 16 to Real Madrid, but in reality, we did still complete the main objective, which was to win the League 1, which we did in the 3rd season, so I am still the best manager of all time.